Hello and welcome back to TV34 Studios. This is Tony. Just want to do a little comparison here and just a little commentary on the GoPros and how they have changed over the years, from the beginning to the newer version that I don't have. But my thing was, initially GoPro started out with a really good thing, and their concept and idea of an action camera was perfect. It was small, it was compact. This is the Action 5, the Hero 5. Small, compact. It was meant to use for things like point of view, where you could put it on your chest, or you could put it on your arm or your wrist or wherever you want to put it. You could put it on there, but it was small, and the quality was excellent. You could get some adapters to where you could get good audio from it and everything. But it was perfect the way that they initially made it. I mean, the quality, like I said, everything was really good. You could get you a nice micro SD card to go in there with plenty of size, where you got plenty of footage that you can shoot and everything. It had, you could take the lens filter off and change it if you wanted to. It had a lot of nice features that were really good. And again, it was good because it was small, and you could pretty much put it anywhere. You could sit it aside somewhere without anybody even noticing that it was there. It was great for underwater footage. I use mine a lot for that. But each year, every other year, so they kept changing it, and you can see as they kept changing, the size got a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. So this is the 7. You can see it's a little bit bigger than the 5, just a little bit. And of course, each time they did it, they added some new features and different things like that. So this is the 7. Still really good, works just fine. Great underwater, great all-around camera, just like the original 5. Then they changed the 7 to 7 white, where they made it totally different. It didn't have the removable lens where you could change that or anything like that, and you had to pretty much charge it directly from the unit itself and everything. This is the 7 white. I use this a lot for my underwater footage, for some of the stuff that I like to do when I'm fishing. But you can see that they totally changed it. You look at the 7 and the way that it's made, the 7 white compared to their 7 black, the way that it's made, the features are totally different. Everything is just totally different from the way that they started using it, and it made a difference to me. It made a difference. I mean, it started to take away a little bit. The 7 white was good if you want to use this for, like I said, I use it a lot for underwater footage and things like that. It's a good all-around camera that you keep with you at all times, and it works really good. So it was good for that and everything, but it had some limitations to it. Then they moved up to the 8. This is the GoPro 8 black. As you can see, it's much bigger than the 7. Then with the 8 also, they did the same thing with the 8 that they did with the 7, where they embedded the lens directly into the body. Whereas you could remove the lens off of the 7, you cannot remove it off of the 8. So that had limitations as far as things that you want to do. For example, I'm going to show you in just a second. But, it made the quality a little bit better and everything, but it changed the whole look of it. It changed the whole, and it made it a little bit heavier. It's a little bit heavier than the original ones. Definitely heavier than the original 5. And there's some more before then, the 3s and 4s. I don't have those, but this is the 7. This is the 8, rather, and it's just made a little bit different. And then they bumped up to the Hero 9, and as you can see, the 9 is much bigger. It's much bulkier. You can, as far as I know, I think you can change the lens filter on this. Yep, you can change this on this one here. Yeah, that comes off. You can see that twists right off. You can change it if you want to. I'm not going to take it off right now, but you can change the lens on that. The thing that I didn't like about it was that it was a lot heavier. I use mine for my chesty when I'm out fishing and everything, and it was a lot bulkier. a lot bigger, and you know, the 5, like I said, was just small and compact, and it worked really well. Um, and it came with all these other different features and everything, and each one of them had something different that you could use to adapt to make it work a lot better. For example, with the 5, you could get filters that you could use. For example, there's a UV filter here that you can use and put on the 5, but I was using my filter here to do underwater footage. So you could take this and just put it on the 5, and it would just snap right on, and you could just use it for your underwater footage, and that's what I was using it for. A couple of adapters on it and everything, and it was good to go. But each time they changed it, you had to get something a little bit different, because they changed the specs a little bit, so one that fit one would not always fit the other. So as you can see, this filter that fits on the 5 does not fit on the 9, you know, which is sort of unfortunate, because each time they would change something, you got to buy everything all over again. So I like the fact that I still have the 5, it still works good and everything, and I can get my filters to go with it, and it can still do everything that I wanted to do. The next thing is, you've got to get all of the different cages and everything to put it in if you want to, for example, use it for you know, to add audio and different things like that. So let me see, I'm gonna put in this 8. Yep, I think this is the 8. Put the 8 in this cage here. Okay. So I've got the 8 in a cage now, and the thing is, the reason why you do this is because you want to get good audio, so you're able to use this GoPro adapter that you have to buy separately, audio adapter, and it costs you about $50 just for that adapter. You can plug in a separate audio microphone that you can use for that. It's great, it works really good and everything, but as you can see, as you start doing all of these different things, it gets bigger and bulkier. Let me see, this one I had was for the 5. I'm just going to put all these together so you can see them. This is the Hero 5. And I've got another little clamp that I can mount it on, you know, and put that somewhere if I want to. I'm going to put this filter back on here. That's the 5. And as you can see, as I start adding these extra things to it, let me go back to the 7, it starts to get bigger and bulkier. Make sure I got this one closed in all the way. There we go. There's 5, 7. And then, as you can see, they get bigger and bigger as you start adding all the little things to it. And then with the 9, you had to buy this thing called a module. This is the mod that you go with the 9. And you can plug it in, put everything, the camera inside the module, and you can use it to add a wireless microphone unit to it. You can use it to plug in a microphone. You can also put in a light on it because it's got hot shoe adapters on it. But also, the one thing that they did with the 9 is that they changed it where you can use a HDMI output. So you can connect it to an HDMI output and plug it into a mixer or something like that, video mixer. It's got the little plugs in the back where you can connect everything up. It's got a nice microphone unit right here on the front that you can use. But as you can see, it just made everything bigger, bulkier, and a little bit heavier. So that was the disappointing part about it for me when it came to them switching things over and changing. The upgrades are really nice. They really work well and everything. They've always worked really well, you know. And then they're trying to compete with these other manufacturers and other camera manufacturers and things like that. But you have a good product. Just, you know, upgrade and everything. But I love the size and the form factor and the format and everything that they used with the original one. It was small, it was compact, it was great to use. You could put it almost anywhere you want, and you get great footage of it. Where you want to just set it on the ground, you could put it on a pair of skis, you could put it on a bike, a gun, anything that you want. You could mount it on almost anything, and it worked, and you got great footage out of it. So that was one of the disappointing things about it. Let me put this other adapter on here for this 7 just to have it on there. Yeah, but that's the one that I use for my underwater footage. Okay, that's the adapter for that. But again, you know, with each one of them that you use, you had bugs and issues that you had here and there. With the 9, one of the problems that I saw a lot with that one is that, and a lot of people complained about it, was it would overheat. The battery was okay, but it would definitely would overheat. And then the other problem, the biggest problem that they were having, a lot of people were complaining about, it would just turn on by itself. It would just turn on, and that would just cause it to drain the battery. And if you have it inside a case or something like that, it could easily overheat and could do a lot more damage. So that was one of the issues that a lot of people had with the 7, and they kept trying to, with the 9 rather, but they kept trying to upgrade and do different things. And now they've got a new one, a GoPro now. I can't think of the name of it, but it's almost like a DSLR or a small mirrorless camera. And I guess the competition, or what they're trying to do, is they're trying to compete with cell phones and the quality that they do, because a lot of people shoot videos and everything with their cell phones. GoPros are really good. You know, the DJI Osmo Actions are really good. I got a couple of those that I really like. Actually, what I'm recording to is the Osmo Action 4. And not the 4, but the original Osmo Action. That's what I'm recording with now. But these GoPros are really good. I don't have any problem with them or anything. I really like them. They work really good. But again, every time they would upgrade, they would do something a little different. So you'd almost have to buy into all of the additional features and everything, or all the additional accessories that you need in order for it to work like you want it to. So I like the fact, again, that the 5 was small, it was compact, it was easy to use, it worked well. You didn't have any problems with it as far as overheating or anything like that. The battery life was good. Everything was just really nice about it. So like I said, they've got this new one now. It's called a Mod 1 or something like that, and it's a lot bigger. You can put a professional size lens on it, which is a lot bigger, which makes it really look like a DSLR, because you can buy a little adapter that makes you mount it, and it looks just like a regular DSLR or mirrorless camera. So I think they're trying to, again, compete with the other manufacturers and get that quality that everybody's looking for, get that cinematic look and different things like that. But you know, sometimes we think that if you got something good, just stick with it. Stop trying to run and compete and everything, and just do what you do, because if it's great and people love it, they will keep using it. I guarantee you, a lot of people still have their old 5 and 6, maybe 7s that they use, and possibly the 8 that they really use, and they use it a lot, and they still like it. So just my quick 2 cents about the evolution of the GoPros and how they've changed over the years, and the newest one that's out now. If you go online, you probably can see the new one that's out and do a comparison and look at it and see what you think and everything, compared to what the initial setup and the initial idea behind the GoPro was, with it being small, compact. You can mount it anywhere you want and still get that excellent quality video that you were looking for. Whether you're outside, inside, on the water, whatever, you got great quality. And you know, if you look at a lot of different sporting events, especially like fishing. You see a lot of those guys, they got these cameras mounted all on their boats all over the place. You know, whether they're using a GoPro, or they're using a DJI Osmo Action, or some other brand. They have these mounted on their boats because they're small, they get great footage, and they capture everything. They capture great audio and everything, so they really like them. So I do like the fact that they did upgrade some of the stuff on it, but they just started making it bigger and a little bit more bulkier. And I think that sort of took away from the original idea and the original product itself. That's just my 2 cents, and well, let me know what you think. And if you're still using your old 5, 7, 8, whatever it is, if you're using the new one, you're having problems with it, or what you think about. There's always all kinds of comparisons between the different brands and everything, or the different models. But does it really take away from the initial idea and the concept of having a small action camera that you can use just about anywhere, anytime, and get great footage? That's what I want to talk about, and let me know what you think about that. Hope this little video was a little bit informative, a little bit of piqued your curiosity a little bit. I know a lot of people have been talking about these different brands and the models and everything, but I just want to talk about why I think they changed the things and why I like a lot of the original stuff. I'm an old school photographer from back in the day when I used film. You know, so film cameras were great, and you know, now everything is digital. But sometimes when you got something old that's good and it works, stick with it. You know, you don't want to let it go, because if it still works, you're going to keep using it. That's my 2 cents. Plus, let me know what you think. Any ideas on how you use them and what you like to see different, or what do you think about the new one that they're coming out with, or they already have out? And would you be interested in buying that new one, or are you going to stick with GoPro? Are you going to go with the Osmo Action or some other model? Let me know what you think, and I hope you like this video. Leave some comments down below, and let me know what you think. Don't forget to continue to like, subscribe, and follow along, and let us know what you think. Stay tuned, and we'll talk to you again soon.